Welcome to the virtual community open house for the El Dorado County Transportation Commission's 2020 to 2040 Regional Transportation Plan. Before we jump into the video, let's review what a Regional Transportation Plan, or RTP, is. The RTP project area covers the western slope of El Dorado County, not including the portion of the county located in the Tahoe Basin. The RTP will guide the 20-year development of a balanced, comprehensive, multimodal transportation system. This can include the management of highways, streets, interregional roadways, public transit, aviation, and active transportation infrastructure. The initial study and notice of preparation for the Environmental Impact Report, or EIR, associated with this RTP was released on January 22, 2020. The draft EIR will be released in September of 2020, and the final EIR and RTP will be adopted by the El Dorado County Transportation Commission in November of 2020. The central vision guiding the development of the 2040 Regional Transportation Plan is as follows. Provide a safe and efficient multimodal transportation system that supports the economic vitality of the area, supports environmental stewardship, efficient system management and operation, and emphasizes the maintenance of the existing transportation system. The goals, objectives, and strategies of the RTP address and support a variety of important multimodal transportation options in El Dorado County. So why do we need an RTP? The county's regional transportation plan is updated every 5 years to encourage the safe and efficient management, operation, and development of a regional transportation system that also promotes effective land use planning. The RTP also establishes transportation needs and provides for access to important state and federal fund sources. Without an RTP, El Dorado County would not be able to obtain critical funding for transportation. Over the 20-year horizon, the western slope of El Dorado County is projected to grow in population by 18.6%, or more than 27,000 people. That equates to more than half of El Dorado Hills' current population and nearly 3 times the current population of Placerville. As western El Dorado County continues to grow and develop over the next 20 years, a thoughtful and holistic approach to our region's transportation system is needed to best serve our region. We also need to be prepared to address future transportation issues that come with a population increase, like traffic congestion, poor air quality, road maintenance and funding needs, sustainability, and critical infrastructure for emerging technologies and mobility options. An important part of this plan is hearing from the community. Next, we'll review the content of the El Dorado County Regional Transportation Plan 2020 to 2040. You can download and view the document at www.edctc.org/RTP2040. Then send your comments and feedback via email to jbarton@edctc.org. Chapters 1 through 5 make up the policy element of the Regional Transportation Plan and serve as the basis for the proposed projects included in the action element. The draft policy element was presented to the EDCTC board in October of 2019. The draft action element was presented to the EDCTC board in early August of 2020 and includes chapters 6 through 12, which I will describe next. Integrated Land Use, Air Quality, and Transportation Planning, located in Chapter 6. This component of the RTP outlines the critical link between land use, air quality, and transportation planning. El Dorado County is designated as a non-attainment zone, which means that our air quality is poor compared to the national standards for clean air. In this chapter, EDCTC has outlined a list of strategies that contribute to improved land use and transportation planning, integration, and air quality. Sustainability, located in Chapter 7. Transportation can greatly affect the air, water quality, and natural resources of the environment, as well as providing a foundation for physical activity within a healthy community. This chapter of the RTP outlines projects and strategies to develop a transportation system that is interconnected, sustainable, resilient, and improves the overall health of our region. Highways, streets, and interregional roadways, located in Chapter 8. Because rural and suburban areas are spread out and often lack infrastructure for transit, bicyclists, and pedestrians, El Dorado County continues to be an auto-oriented county. 76.7% of the workforce reports that they drive alone to work, with many people commuting to Sacramento and beyond. Only 8.6% reported that they carpooled to work in 2018. Our transportation system primarily revolves around roadways to support commuters. This section of the RTP addresses the projected increase in vehicle miles traveled and the anticipated need for more roadway maintenance. Two of the short-term projects included in the plan to help support El Dorado County's primary arterial roadways include Placerville Drive Bridge widening in the city of Placerville, Cameron Park Drive widening, and Diamond Springs Parkway Phase 1B. And in the long-term 20-year period, US 50 Cameron Park Drive interchange improvements and US 50 Ponderosa Road, South Shingle Road interchange improvements. In order to support and expand our current transit network, the RTP proposes that El Dorado Transit partner with transportation network companies to provide expanded hours of service to El Dorado Hills and ensure that connections to neighboring transit agencies are as efficient as possible. Aviation, located in Chapter 10. There are 3 public airports in El Dorado County: Cameron Park Airport, Georgetown Airport, and Placerville Airport. These play an important role in our regional transportation network as resources for economic development and emergency response, and will need to be maintained and protected as the county expands and develops. Active transportation, located in Chapter 11. The county has a growing network of trails, multi-use paths, bike lanes, and sidewalks used by pedestrians, bicyclists, horse riders, and people using mobility aids, skateboards, scooters, and rollerblades. A recent survey showed that El Dorado County residents want to walk and bike more than they currently do. This portion of the RTP focuses on how the county will prioritize expanding and maintaining active transportation infrastructure. Transportation Systems Management, located in Chapter 12. Transportation Systems Management, or TSM, is a set of techniques used to increase the capacity of a transportation system without drastically increasing its size. Proposed techniques may include changes to traffic signals, auxiliary lanes, ramp metering, minor changes to road geometry such as lengthening merge lanes, and intelligent transportation systems. This section of the RTP also outlines transportation control measures, TCM, and transportation demand management, TDM, techniques which will maximize the efficiency of our existing transportation system by reducing our dependency on single occupancy vehicles. Chapter 13 makes up the financial element of the RTP. The RTP must be fiscally constrained within the 20-year planning horizon. To understand fiscal constraint over this 20-year period, EDCTC develops a financial forecast or estimate of the transportation revenue that may be realized over the life of the plan. These financial forecasts are based upon assumptions which consider historical funding trends, existing funding programs, economic volatility, future legislation proposals, and any anticipated new fund sources. EDCTC uses the 20-year financial forecast to establish which projects and programs can, within reason, be included within the short and long-term action element. In the event the projects and programs included in the draft action element exceed the financial forecast over the 20-year horizon, EDCTC will work with the local agencies to prioritize and move projects from the short range to the long range time frame, or from the long range to a fiscally unconstrained or future beyond 2040 list of projects. It is likely that over the life of this plan, many of the assumptions made today will change. New funding sources will arise, existing funding sources will be eliminated, and funding mechanisms may take on an entirely new methodology. That said, the financial forecast provided in Chapter 13 of the RTP provides a clear and reasonable understanding of the potential funding opportunities that will support the transportation investments needed over the life of this plan. Chapter 13, the financial element, will be presented to the EDCTC board at their September 3rd, 2020 meeting. It will be posted on the project webpage on September 4th, 2020. Thank you for taking time to learn more about the El Dorado County Transportation Commission's Regional Transportation Plan 2020 to 2040. We encourage you to share your thoughts on the plan and how you see this being implemented in your community. Send all comments to jbarton@edctc.org. To download and read the available components of the draft Regional Transportation Plan, visit www.edctc.org/RTP2040.